All right, folks, here we go. You want it? I'm going to give it to you. Here's one for the books. Ford prepares for mass layoffs after losing $1 billion to Trump's trade tariffs, report says. Ford is having a bad year in 2018. Its stock is down 29%. And the tariffs imposed by President Trump have reportedly cost the company $1 billion, as the company is in the midst of a reorganization. Now the company is announcing layoffs. Jim Hackett, Ford CEO, is working to engineer a $25 billion restructuring of the automaker, hoping to cut costs and remain competitive, the Wall Street Journal reports. But auto sales are down, and one reason is the trade tariffs that Trump has imposed on metals and other goods. According to Bloomberg, Hackett has said they have already cost the company $1 billion in profit and could do more damage if the disputes aren't quickly resolved. Ford, the number 2 U.S. automaker by sales, is making aggressive job cuts as part of that reorganization, NBC News reported. While the company hasn't said how many jobs will be lost, a report from Morgan Stanley estimates a global headcount reduction of approximately 12%, or 24,000 of Ford's 202,000 workers worldwide. While reports have indicated that the job cuts are likely to come early next year, the Kansas City Star reported Tuesday that Ford has temporarily halted production of its transit vans in Claycomo, Missouri. The move is intended to build up Ford's inventories of the vans, but it will leave 2,000 workers idle between October 22nd and November 4th. Despite news of the layoffs, Ford's stock closed down 3.4% Tuesday. At a time when automakers are scrambling to prepare for self-driving cars, Ford is also struggling to keep pace with the rest of the industry. September was a bad month for U.S. auto sales. Aggregate sales down 7%, but Ford's drop-off was even more severe. Ford said its sales of vehicles declined 11.2% last month, with sales of its best-selling F-Series pickup trucks down 9%. Ford has not responded to Fortune's request for comment. How do I feel about this? Two things. One, the sales are down. And I said months ago that sales are going to go down as the self-driving cars come online. And a lot of these big automakers are going to have to start exiting the basically consumer passenger car sector. It's not going to be profitable for, I would say in 7 years, it won't be profitable at all. You're going to have to make self-driving cars to survive, probably worldwide. Now, true that the tariffs are taking a bite and the costs are up. Ford could be actually telling the truth and using this excuse. Not using the excuse, but actually laying people off because they have to. Or they could be laying people off in hopes of doing what? Reorganizing and basically automating even more. Like the article says, they're in the midst of a $25 billion restructuring. Now, if we're going to go isolationist, that means everything is going to have to be made domestically for the vast majority of things that we have. And the only way to make it cheap enough is to do what? Automate the process and lay off workers, which is counterintuitive because if workers don't have any money or any way to earn a living, what do they buy? That is the catch-22. This is the first salvo. Now, this is in October. We haven't even heard of the other people that are affected by this, that this stuff is coming down the line, such as Walmart. Haven't even heard about Walmart. Or like they say, the tech industry, like Apple, or the cell phone carriers, the wireless carriers like Verizon, AT&T, because where do they get their products? They don't get it from here. Their products come from China. So everything coming from China is going to have a premium. What do if sales come down? How many workers will they lay off? And who are the people they will lay off? Men, women, what? Now you're going to lose some men because it's factory jobs. What happened when Walmart starts laying off? Going to lose some female jobs. You're already starting to lose female jobs because most females are cashiers. They're losing security jobs because they're going to have this, the night 9,000, where the night robots actually patrolling the perimeters. And we haven't even talked about AI. Like I said, this is just one little piece of this whole Mandela. And it wouldn't matter who's president, who's in charge right now. Trump just happens to be. Hope he's more skillful in doing this, because if he's not, this is going to get nasty. And it's going to get nasty real quick. So for all you Trumpites that believe in DJ Trump, you better pray to God that this man is skillful in doing this. If not, there's going to be a whole lot of pain really, really quick. But with that, I'm going to jump off of here. Just wanted to drop this little bit of reality. There's tons more that is coming. I'm going to really give you guys a good dose. Like I say, Negroes are hard-headed, and they don't believe that fat meat is greasy. So basically, we boiling fat meat this week. So none of the play stuff. This is all going to be fat meat this week. So be careful where you walk, because you might slip and break your ass. All right? Anyway, I'm going to jump off here. This is BGS out, and I will see you guys on the next one.